Hello, beautiful people. We are on the way to Coinstar right now, and you might have guessed if you've been watching this series for a while. I believe this is upload number 28 in this series, Becoming a Millionaire Metal Detecting. Ooh, it's just like watching paint dry. You know, actually, yes and no. We just had an amazing thing happen. One of the stocks that we picked, which was entirely born out of the revenue that my channel gets, and the coins, you know, these things, from the ground, like, it skyrocketed. And we made a few $1,000s just from those coins.
Let me chime in and cut myself off. I didn't dig up $21,000 in coins, okay? A lot of that comes from channel revenue. But the point is, we started the channel from digging coins and digging other objects, which I actually have not cashed in on yet when it comes to the jewelry. But this is what years of metal detecting have gotten me, and we're hoping to build that into something that is permanent.
You know, that's what this series is about. It's about the process of building wealth that was born entirely from metal detecting. With what I'm making from this, I'd probably be better off as an Uber driver as a second job, but metal detecting sure is a lot more fun than being an Uber driver.
Now I want you to do something. Go to Google, type in compound interest calculator. Click on it. Then scroll down, let's see, initial investment, in my case it was 0. Monthly contribution, I wanted to do yearly contribution. That means we're going to have to divide the original estimate into months, okay? I was planning on doing $2,000 per year. I got $1,000 from the coins. I was hoping to get $1,000 from the channel revenue, but we blew that away. But let's do $2,000 just so you could see it. 2,000, and we're going to divide that by 12. So that is $166.66. So we're going to put that in 166.66. We're going to put that in length of time in years. Oh, let's do 40 years. That was also the original estimate. Estimated interest rate. Now the S&P 500 historically over time just gets you just under 10%. And I'm going to leave the variance range out of it. Now watch this. And the result is, in 40 years, you're going to get very close to $1 million. But there's good news. For the first year, we did not get to the 2,000. We got 1,500. That was at the end of 2019. But 2020, we completely blew it away. $9,720.24. So far, in 2021, all 3 months so far, I've blown away my numbers from the previous year. Now, with all of these deposits, we have built a nest egg. And that enables us to redo this math. So we have a new starting point today. And let's see, with 10% interest and adjusted calculations, how fast we can do this. At the end of last month, our nest egg was worth $17,654.09. Let's plug that into the calculator. All right, so here's where we play around a little bit. We have the $17,654.09 right here. Monthly contribution, well, you know what? We've been making, over the past few months, it's been over $1,000 per month. So let's put in $1,000 per month. Length of time in years, let's see what 10 years gets us at that number, at $1,000 per month. And estimated interest rate is still going to be 10%. Let's calculate. Oh boy, now that's not going to do it. Let's do that over 20 years. Well, that's closer. We've bought ourselves more time. Let's see, 25. I think that's going to be the winner right there. Well, there you go. It's actually going to be less than that. Let's see. Let's do 22. Well, there you go. Okay, we've sped up our pace, and in 22 years, with these current, $1,000 per month, with the nest egg already built, this is we'll be millionaires. 22 years. Now, I remember the stock market dips in 2001 and 2008, 2009. Those were brutal. And they actually stopped me from investing for a few years after those happened. And I'm glad I got back into it, but it's made me a more complete investor, at least, worldview. It's made my worldview more complete.
So this is what I do with the CLAD. Choose an e-gift card. I always choose Amazon. And I give that to my wife. I extract whatever amount this equates to from the bank account to put into the stock market. And we're off.
This is one of a few ways that I monetize my metal detecting practice. This is what I call coin revenue. There is also scrapping, which I'm yet to do this year because that's a whole nother story. They rip you off at the scrapyard. Channel revenue is the big one. I also do affiliate marketing. There's links in the video description of my video. Or now, if you buy something from Calico, just type in the code NYC. You get free shipping from it, and I get a kickback from it. So that's something that helps me tremendously. And finally, we also have merchandise. And I put these together, and I get a certain amount of revenue from it. So our first edition is 2872, and that is coin revenue. Way down from last year, as you can see, but that is by design. And we didn't do any scrapping this month, so I'm going to put a 0.
The amount of CLAD or copper-based common coins that I pulled is very far down from last year. I've changed that by design. I've been going to older parks. There's more detectorists at these parks, and I'm going for the older stuff that was left behind. What I want to get as a metal detectorist is the old stuff, the good stuff. Treasure. I'm a treasure hunter, man. What can I say other than that? And, I suppose anything that becomes of this outside of that is a bonus, but I'm also looking at this as my side hustle. I do want to and expect to turn the coins that we find and the revenue from the videos that my channel makes into real estate someday. And I think through that real estate, we will be able to either rent it out or Airbnb, short-term rental, vacation rental, and that will drive more revenue. But I want this to be entirely born out of metal detecting. Yes, I do have other accounts I've been investing and saving for years, but this is my pet project that's entirely born from metal detecting. It works the same way, or should work the same way, with videos, in that I have a growing number of videos on my channel. I'm just shy of 500. In fact, this might be my 500th video. And each one of them, although some of them it's just pennies on the dollar.
All right, let's take a dive into video monetization. So let's take a look. Let me pick a video. Let's see. Aha. So this is one that I uploaded 11 months ago, so it's an older video, and we went to analytics. Now take a look at this. It's one thing, I mean, if you have subscribers, you're going to get you're going to get views on your video, but do they keep viewing the video? So I got 8,959 views from that. I made a total of $31 from this, and that's actually on the low side of a video that gets this many views. But let's take a look at this. Let's switch this from since published to April. This video, I made 52 cents on 56 views for the month of April. So just because a video starts out well doesn't mean that it's going to continue to get you views. So in the past few months, I have spent a great deal of time optimizing the videos that are not performing, but it has also cost me time with producing new videos. So it's a trade-off, and I would say overall it's a negative trade-off. So let's take a look year over year. April 2020, I had 60,000 views. April 2021, 119,000 views. So that's good, but here's the one that's going to be tough to beat. May, 157,000 views. So that was a record at the time, and it wasn't beaten until later in the year. But that month, I got about 1,000 subscribers. My channel has been growing more slowly. And I want to figure that out a little bit more. I know that metal detecting is somewhat of a limited market in terms of people who have an interest in it. So, each ecosystem has a carrying capacity. Then again, you have the Aquachiggers of the world, the D Almighties of the world who, just keep growing their channel. But overall, let's put this in the spreadsheet. For the month of April, we have $1,012.65. All right, so channel revenue, it is $1,012.65. And that, if we're going month by month, that blows away what it was last year. And we still have 2 more categories to go.
If you have a viral video, there's some serious coin in that. I have not gotten one on my metal detecting channel. But, that's always the hope. I always try to think optimistically, and that with a little break, I'm going to be able to really grow this channel. I said at the beginning of this video, this series is like watching paint dry. It is a long-term calculation. But what I have to do to make sure that I'm successful is to look at last year's revenue and make sure that I beat that month year after year, and then I will be successful. Make sure that we reinvest the money smart, in a smart way. I was going to say smartly, but that's not a word. We want to be smart with that. And, I had a big break with one specific stock, and it's led me to invest into multiple stocks.
You'll see my portfolio in a bit, but it's important to remember I'm not giving you financial advice. This is not financial advice.
I fully understand that we're probably never going to make a big dent all at once, and that I have to focus on chipping away, and it becomes easier when I do it through something that I love to do, which is dork detecting. It's the greatest.
So affiliate marketing, that's the easy one, because all I do is I list the products that I use in the video description, and people see me use those products, and they can probably inference by which ones that I use the most what I think the best is. So I list them, and it would be a great help to me if you clicked those links, or even better, if you purchase something from Kellyco, use my code, which is NYC, and you get free shipping out of it. For Kellyco, this month I made $75.79. After a record month the month before, $201.17. But $75.49 is one company that I do affiliate marketing with. The other is Amazon. Let's check Amazon. And for Amazon, that number was $15.23. So the total for that comes to $91.02. The fastest growing area of growth, perhaps other than channel revenue, that my channel has had is the merch category that you see, the MDNYC stuff. And there's a hyperlink down in the video description of all of my videos. It says merch. And it gets changed all the time. We get new stuff there every month. And we're going to check the totals for this month. All right, so this month we had a nice month. So March ends right here. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 separate orders. And some of these had multiple orders inside. So this was a good month. Let's tally it up. $64.50 was the grand total. And that brings us to $1196.89, and we are always trying to speed up the rate at which this venture becomes successful. So this means that this month, $1196.89 will be deposited into the nest egg. And now, finally, let's take a look at where that nest egg is at. I had some IOUs that I had to pay. I had not made any deposits this year. But that was taken care of now, and we have everything invested, in this now. Everything that I did not invest to this point, it was put in. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Again, we have a spike here. This is not from... okay, look at this first. This cannot... I want it to continue, but this is probably not going to continue. 250% rate of return over a year. I'll probably never hit that again in my entire life. If I double something, that's phenomenal. But this is really, it was one stock that just brought us all the way to the pinnacle here. Then the market pulled back. Most of these were in the Russell 2000, and over the past month especially, the Russell 2000 has pulled back. But I was able to get in the, let me show you. Basically, I did not put the $3,000 in here that for January, February, and March. So we just, I put that in a lump sum. And the new total that we're working from is $20,674.90. So the positions that I'm in are really some next generation stuff. And I have it spread out. Earlier on, I had just a few positions and at times like 1 or 2. Now we have a good 20, 25, 30 companies in the portfolio. And we are trying to evenly distribute this. I'm fine with it being down, with a lot of these positions being down, because that one position that skyrocketed for the majority of this show, it was a losing position. But you know what? I'm going to try to stay the course with this. So yes, I know this show is like watching paint dry, but you know what? Imagination is like that too. And you need imagination to see goals, and you need tenacity to go out and get goals. The easy part of this is metal detecting. This is what I do for my rest and relaxation, physical health as well. And it's great that we have monetized it. I'm thankful to the viewers who watch this channel, this show. It really helps me in so many ways. So, status quo, I suppose. Wait till next month. But you know what? We are always trying to push that timeline up, and I want to turn this idea into something tangible and as soon as possible. But I'm willing to be patient, and I'm willing to wait and see the long-term vision of this come to fruition. Anyway, thank you for watching.